first time we actually, all three of us met, it was about the positive economic impact that would have on entrepreneurs coming out of Purdue. Have you thought about any way of incentivizing those entrepreneurs, those students?
Okay. What we've done, and this isn't necessarily a byproduct of annexation.
Okay.
What we've been able to do is that we have been able to try and figure out a way to take a student who has a brilliant idea, because really the best and the brightest are coming into Purdue University from all around the world. But take a student that has a brilliant idea, and through the incentivization that the city's in a position to offer, and then some of the incentivization that the university is in a position to offer, work collaboratively together to turn that idea into something that can be marketable and generate revenue. So that means that this smart guy needs to have somebody that might need to have an understanding of how to take that product to market. In other words, a guy that's got an MBA, a grantor guy. They might need a facility where they need to exercise a few demons and trying to work the bugs out with that idea.
Sure.
They might need to have some cash, some money, to be able to maybe test this product. And then they also need, then, if it does come to the point where it's going to be marketable, to have a facility that's going to be able to suit that particular product design and support the marketing of that particular product. Many components, many different players
Absolutely.
are involved with that. The city and Purdue can work cooperatively to help engage at each level of that progression, to the point where when it does come time for that particular product to be manufactured, there is already a success story that's going to end up being something that's going to be financially successful for all the individual partners. Now, we've had those type of successes already. Swift Fuels, for instance, is one of those where it's worked out. An idea was conceived, it was crafted into the research park where a product was made, and then a facility was structured in Lafayette where they went ahead and started marketing that product. A perfect symbiotic relationship between Purdue University, the city of West Lafayette, and the city of Lafayette. It gets no better than that.
No, and then the mayor had mentioned the full continuum from the idea going off, the light bulb going off, all the way through a marketable, commercialized product. Purdue has a number of different opportunities in different areas where they work with entrepreneurs to help them create their product and perfect it. You have the Anvil, which is a student-run co-share workspace.
Yes.
We're involved in that.
Okay.
We're supporting it. We want to make sure it goes forward. And with the annexation and the fact that they are located on the far west side of Purdue, now we can become even more involved because they're within the city limits. You have the Foundry on campus as well. We're trying to create new companies, help them become successful and strong. And then you also have the Purdue Research Park. All along the way, through those three entities, we're involved. They're constantly asking us, what can you do? How can you help us? You know, what kind of support can the city give? And we do that through tax abatements for when they buy personal property, which might be equipment for your lab, or it could be office equipment. It could be tax abatements if they actually are buying a parcel and building a building for themselves. It can be as small as rent abatement. We've done that for a number of companies up in the park to help them through the critical first 6 months, where if we can help alleviate the pressure on paying rent by incentivizing that, they can then take that savings and apply it towards marketing their products so they become even more commercially viable, or maybe it's towards legal, so they can make sure they are protecting themselves. That first 6 months is incredibly important for an entrepreneur when they're launching their product, that they need to make sure they're getting out and doing whatever they can do to get sales in, to continue that cycle and plow it back into their company. And if we can offer that opportunity, absolutely.